Greetings, my fellow nurses. Welcome to the nursing affiliated channel. Let's talk about fluids and electrolytes. So we're going to talk about the five main most important electrolytes. First, we have sodium, we have potassium, we have magnesium, we have calcium, we actually have phosphate and chloride. Those are actually six, but still those are important. So those electrolytes and fluids and electrolytes are very important. We have to have a balance for it, right? We transport nutrients to our cells. We also transport from out of the cells. The way we get them inside of our body is three certain ways. Drinking water, of course, right? The other second way is IV therapy, get it through our IVs, boom, gets in our intravascular compartment. Third way is through our gut. If we have an NG tube, OG tube, whatever, it goes into our gut. That's the way to get fluids in. The way to get fluids out would be a certain amount of ways. We sweat it when we run, so we were diaphoretic. From our lungs, we're losing fluids also. Our kidneys help filtrate, right? So to go to the bathroom, we go pee. And another way is drainage. If we have an incision, chest tube, whatever, that's going to be draining. Or also in our pleural space. That's how we lose fluids. So we're going to talk about the fluids and electrolytes. The way I remembered it was 60-40-20. Okay? So our water and our body weight is basically 60%. That's a lot. 40% of it is the intracellular space, so it's in the cell. 20% of it is in the extracellular space. The extracellular space is going to be where it's the intravascular, or it's going to be in the interstitial area. That's kind of where the 20% of the fluid is. So very important, remember that, guys. So the tonicity, which is basically the concentration of the fluid, is very important. There's three types of, I guess you could say, fluids and electrolytes that we learned. The three different types of solutions. We have hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic. So the very first important one is hyper. So what do you guys think about when you hear the word hyper? Someone running all over the place, ADHD. Me when I was a kid. So it's very important to remember that, because hyper, the way I remembered it was the cell actually is sucked all the fluid out of it into the extracellular space. So the way I remembered it was, if someone's hyper, the cell becomes smaller. When you run, look at the marathon runner compared to someone who sprints once in a while. Marathon runner is very, very slim. So hypertonic solution is where the fluid and the particles are actually sucked out from the cell into the extracellular space. So that's how I remembered it. And let's talk to the next one. Next one's going to be isotonic solution. Isotonic is very, very basic. Iso is the same particles in the extracellular space, in the cellular space. They're the same balanced, which is pretty nice. You can't forget that, guys. So the third one is going to be hypotonic solution. Now, hypotonic is awesome. The way I remembered it was hippopotamus, they're big. Hypo, they're very swollen, they're big. So I remembered it as all the stuff, particles and everything from the extracellular space is going into the cell. So it becomes very swollen, which leads to blowing up like a balloon, and it just fills up, causing edema. You've seen it before on lower extremities. It becomes edematous. So those are the very, very most important three types of solution, guys. Hypertonic, isotonic, and hypotonic. Hopefully I made it easy for you guys to remember. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and continue to follow me, guys. Love you guys, my fellow nurse brothers and nurse sisters. Peace.